Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Mike Odom here, Odom Figuration, and today we're going to take a look at the Build-A-Figure Stiltman Spider-Verse Wave. So it's been a while since I've done a review. If you guys are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. So I did just pick up the M1 Mac Mini computer, and the reason why I just picked that up is the video editing software on that is amazing. And a lot of the playback features on it is supposed to be really, really cool. So I wanted to test it out this weekend. Since it's Memorial Day weekend, I wanted to do a quick test review. This review is probably about 2 months late. I've had these figures actually sitting out on this desk for probably since I bought them, opened them up, played with them a bit, let my kids play with them a little bit, and then they've been on this table ever since then. I've been planning on doing a review of them, just haven't had the time, but you know what? This weekend I do have the time. It's Memorial Day weekend. I just got my new M1 computer and I'm excited to do some video editing. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and do a really quick review of this entire wave because I've been planning on doing single reviews, but ain't nobody got time for that. So today we're gonna take a look at this wave, and enough said, let's go ahead and dive into the figures. All right, and let's go ahead and start off with the main character of the movie, Miles Morales Spider-Man. And I'm not the biggest fan of Miles Morales Spider-Man, but he is a very cool figure. A very cool character. I do remember buying the very first issue of Miles Morales when he first started in Ultimate Comics. Now that was a Ultimates run where Punisher was out to assassinate somebody and Spider-Man, spoilers, got assassinated by Punisher, and then Miles Morales was able to take over the mantle as Spider-Man. That was in the Ultimate comic books, but it got so wonky from there. But anyways, this character is from the movie. It's a very good adaptation from the movie. He looks very, very cool. As you can see, he has the red boots. He has a Spider-Man suit underneath his shorts. The shorts came out really cool. He has his belt there. Then you have the Spider-Man costume he spray painted behind his jacket. And then you can see the hands there. He has the whip hand and the fist, and he also does come with another fist and another whip hand. Those are the only accessories he comes with. He does come with the Spider-Man masked head, but I don't have that in arm's reach right now. But it is a very cool figure. The articulation on him could have been a little bit better, but for a $20 figure, I'm not arguing that much. There's not a whole lot of detail as it was a cartoon movie character, but I like the side profile right there. If you can see the side profile on his head, really like the way that came out. I think the head sculpt and the hair came out really cool on this figure. The eyes look really good. Moving down, you got the red jacket underneath, which is just a little plastic right there. You can see where the cutoff is. And then the top right there covers it up. He has this little pocket there, and you can see the symbol underneath. He's a very skinny figure, so I'm actually very delicate with it, just because I don't want him to break. Because I imagine he's a harder figure to find now that the wave isn't in retail anymore. But I do imagine you could probably find it for like 25 bucks. Anyways, the articulation on him is pretty decent. Can kick out, can go up a little bit, but it sucks he doesn't have that thigh swivel. Double jointed knee, but again, I'm very scared with this figure just because it's so delicate, or such a skinny figure that he's very delicate. I also don't really like this this joint design for the elbows. It's kind of really blocky when you fold it and everything. Not the biggest complaint, but I think it really hinders the articulation and everything. It makes him look really blocky. But this is a $20 figure. They do have the, I think there's a $100 import Miles Morales that has cloth and everything. It's a very cool figure. I'm just not that invested in Miles Morales to purchase that. So I'm very happy with this Marvel Legend version. Moving along, we do have the Peter B. Parker Spider-Man. And this is a very cool looking character. He's kind of bummy looking. If you watch the movie, you understand why he's bummy looking. It's Spider-Man who just got beat up a lot and he kind of stopped caring, as you could tell by the look on this character. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual action figure. This hand is actually for holding the cup, which I still have in the box, and I don't want to move everything around and knock it out, so I'm not going to take that out right now. But underneath, you can see his Spider-Man costume, and he has a little bit of a gut. Same articulation as Miles Morales with the pants and everything like that. So these are sweatpants, but he actually has the thigh swivel, which is nice. He does have a double jointed knee, and ankle rocker and pivot, and the hinge at the foot. Really good articulation on this guy. I'm not going to go all crazy about it. This is not my favorite wave, but it was a good wave to have. I really like the head sculpt on this. It's very movie accurate. The hair came out really cool. The 5 o'clock shadow looks good. And the bummy look of this Peter Parker looks great. And next up, we do have Gwen Stacy, and this is nothing new to us collectors. The only thing really new about this figure is the head sculpt, and I believe the boots. I don't remember if the original one had the wrap on there. I do have that figure, but it is boxed up right now, and this is a really quick review, so I'm not going to go and bust that out. But anyways, this is not a new figure to any of us. Most people do already have this figure. Nothing really new besides the head sculpt. The articulation is fine on it. I do wish she had an ab crunch, but she does have the ab swivel. And again, it's a really cool figure. I got it to complete the wave. I like the head sculpt. It's accurate to the movie. For the main 5 characters from the movie, I really do love these figures. They came out really great. This Gwen is nothing new. We've seen it all before. The head sculpt came out really, really good. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at that head sculpt. So as you can see, it came out really good. She has the ripped hair on the side right there. Just the long hair on the side. All came out really good. And next up, we got our SpiderPig that came with Gwen Stacy. The paint job on this is really, really good. As a Legend collector, you guys already know this was not going to be articulated figure. It's just really cool that we got a bonus one. It's only articulated at the neck, and you could get him kind of being really expressive with that head. He can look up, down, left, right, all that good stuff. It's not an articulated toy at all. It's more of a statue. But it is a really cool figure, and I'm sure most of us are pretty happy having this guy. And next up from the Spider-Verse wave is Prowler. This is Miles Morales' uncle, and it's a very cool looking figure. I did buy it because I did want to have the movie accurate costume, and I am really happy with this one. I like the way that the mask is kind of squared off, and you could tell that it's a fabric. I like the spikes in the back from his cape. That came out really cool. All the details in his arm are really nice. You can see it's got that pink and purple. Then he's got the gauntlet on. Looks really, really cool. Underneath that, he has his purple symbol right there, and then the blue underneath. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up. But he has blue underneath there, and it continues all the way down his leg. Then he has the black on the inside, and then we go down to his boots. And I like that it has that fabric look right there. That fabric look is really cool to me. Looking at the boots are really cool. They're very cartoony, but they're very cool. I think this is a very cool figure, and honestly, I think a customizer could do a lot with what this figure has to offer. All right, so next up, we're going to take a quick look at Frogman. And I honestly don't know anything about this character, if he's a Spider-Man villain or good guy. I do believe he is from the Spider-Man universe, but yeah. This is a very cool figure. I like this figure because it reminds me of the hero from One Punch Man, and I think you could incorporate it really well in some sort of way, which I want to try and do later on. But this is a really cool looking figure. He has those weird type of patterns on there. The head sculpt is really cool. You can see his eyes underneath the mouth right there. Then he has the frog eyes up there. It has 2 tones of green, which is the darker green, then the lighter green. Not really a whole lot about this figure. I believe it's the same mold as Doc Ock, so we should be familiar with it. Got him in a really cool pose right here. I was taking some shots of him. So his articulation is pretty basic. Like I said, he is the Doc Ock mold, so you do have the swivel there, the upper arm swivel, double jointed elbow, the wrist hinge. Then we do get the joint up here, which is really nice. Could go that far back, that far up. Leg does kick up about that much. We do have an upper leg swivel, double jointed knee, and then ankle pivot at the fin, whatever the heck you want to call these feet. Anyways, I think this is a cool figure. It's not like the most desired figure out there, but I think just having one is really cool, and it's a unique looking toy for the collection. And last but not least, before we take a look at Stiltman, we got a hand ninja. And I was really excited about these ninjas coming out. I thought I was going to want to army build them, but after having this one, and then I did pick up 6 Cobra ninjas from the G.I. Joe Classified wave. I picked up 5 of those, and I thought I was going to want to army build this figure, about 6 of them, but after having it in hand, there's better out there. I'm not the biggest fan of this head sculpt. It's just the way the band comes down and everything, it looks kind of silly. I don't really like the sword sheath. It's kind of really thick and goofy and like just kind of moves around too much on him. I don't really like these weapons he came with. I think the belt looks kind of silly, kind of draped down too much. I just feel like this figure was, I don't want to say a money grab because it's a cheap figure. I felt like they just dished it out because they knew people would want to army build it. It was maybe bad timing on their part, but I'm not impressed with this figure. It has the basic articulation any Marvel Legend would have. As far as aesthetics go, I'm not impressed. The red paint, not too impressive, and I think the head sculpt sucks. So I am not army building this guy. I will keep it, so I have one in my collection. So yeah, I think they kind of cheaped out on this figure. I will not be army building it because I do have the Cobra ninjas, and then I do also have some of the articulated icon ninjas. So I'm not very impressed with this figure, and I'm not looking for him. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get the rest of the Build-A-Figure parts out and put together Stiltman. Alright, so I got all the pieces out of the packaging. Here is his chest, and we're going to go ahead and I guess I'm going to start with this thing. Alright, I got his backpack on. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get the hinge on there. Put his head on next. Alright, got the head attached, backpack attached. Go ahead and put the arms on. Joints, the arm on. Got the hands, and that's all you need now is the legs. Until you switch. So. And there's your Stiltman. Pretty cool figure. It's just basically a silver figure with a little bit of skin tone on the face. I really don't know a whole lot about Stiltman. If you watch the Infinity Equation podcast, you know that this was one of the developers' favorite characters, and he's been wanting this character to be made for a long time, and he finally got him, and we finally got him. So here he is in all his glory. Not a whole lot to say about this figure. It's just Stiltman. He's one tone. I know if you're army building the Red Ninja, you can get multiple legs and make him pretty much as tall as you want him to be. Yeah, pretty cool Build-A-Figure anyways. It's a pretty cool Build-A-Figure. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Alright guys, thanks for watching this review. I know it wasn't too detailed and too incisive into the wave or into the mechanics of these figures or anything. I just kind of wanted to show them off. I've had these figures on my desk for about 2 months. I've been planning on doing this real quick review. Oh, I plan on doing a review of each and every individual figure, but it's been about 2 months and there's no real desire for these figures at the moment. Desire as in they're not hot, they're not on the shelves right now. They're pretty much, if you're looking for these, you're going to have to find them on the secondary market. Maybe Amazon has them, but it might be double the price right now. Anyways, this is a really cool wave. I was a big fan of the movie. My kids are big fans of this movie. They've probably watched it over 100 times. Seriously, they've probably watched it over 100 times. Anyways, this is a cool wave. I'm going to go ahead and put these away. I do want to do a group shot right now and kind of get a cover photo going, do some ACVA with them. But for the most part, the movie figures are going to be displayed on my shelf and probably let the kids play with these ones for a little while. The other two, the Frogman I really like, the Red Ninja I'm probably going to sell, so if you are looking for it, go ahead and hit me up. Anyways, if you guys haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help me out, really keeps up my confidence, makes me get these videos out. I really do appreciate you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.